Hey y'all, if you are coming from seeing my short, thank you for continuing. And if you just so happen to see this video, also, welcome. My name is Christian, and I just want to talk about the Old Guard movie that came out back in 2020. We just finally got our date for the sequel, and I'm very excited, so I wanted to do a quick rewatch and talk about the original movie. Now, for me, this movie was just so much fun, and it's a lot about, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I mean, we have Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, Mr. Chopley, whose intention is to, cure disease and everything, but you're still fine with grabbing people against their will and locking them up. And he was like, oh, well, once you get your information, you'll just let them go, right? And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they let them go? And it's the fact that he thought that that's what would happen. I'm like, why didn't you just go and ask them? And get them the option to say no. And I think it was also interesting that the character was played by a black man, because remember, we were experimented on against our will. That's why we have the gynecology practices that we have. That's why we have some of the disease controls that we have. And then let's not forget about Henrietta Lacks. But anyway, that's something else. Also, Charlize Theron was just phenomenal. I loved all of the fight choreography in this. And it was just watching this. I was just like, oh yeah, 2020 was just such a time for just watching lots and lots of movies. Because what else were we doing anyway, besides trying to survive? But my favorite characters were Nikki and Joe, of course, because they were just... I love that they found each other in the Holocaust, and they represented, the Christian faith and the Jewish faith and the fighting and everything like that, and how they were just like, yeah, we killed each other a couple of times, and then we fell in love, and we've been in love now for centuries and centuries. But I also understand why Booker felt so alone, because he didn't have that. And he just kind of had, Charlize Theron's character, but they weren't, like, in love or anything. And I was like, I understand they had to move around a lot and move things, but why couldn't they have, like, little short-term loves or whatever? But, yeah, it is kind of sad knowing that you live forever and there's not going to be any eternal love when you're watching these other people being all in love. So now you're like, I want somebody to figure out, how can I die? But I'm very excited for July 2nd, when we finally get the sequel that we've been waiting for. I know they switched directors, so I am a little concerned about that, but who knows? We'll see. But I'm just like, for it either way. So are y'all excited about the sequel? And have you even watched this movie? If you haven't, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. Like, it's a good time. It definitely is. But I want to hear more about, if anybody what are their thoughts on the potential of what the sequel's going to be about, because I haven't seen any previews yet. But once I know I'm going to watch something, I tend to not watch the previews. I try to avoid them, because... But anyway, till next time, y'all.
You don't have to be perfect to be amazing.